Oh my ghouls and ghoulies, and welcome back to another night in the Pembroke Hospital. My name is Dorian Blackleg, and without further ado, let's jump right back in. Now, I'm not sure if we will do the old morgue today. I would really like to do it. But I remember also on the last episode, we did see some new citizens. And I'm not sure, that's the problem with story-based games. I'm not sure when we get to finish this act, so I normally try to do as much as I can in before doing the main story. And now that I remember, on the last episode we found...
Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reid, you know. I met him in New York once.
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I know I can count on you. I wish I could say the same for the others.
You look exhausted. You're pushing yourself too hard. You don't have to bear the burdens of this hospital alone.
Oh, interesting.
Another night with the glorious
Brings me back to to the times of Mass Effect when you just stand around listening to people.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reid, any good news to share?
It reminds... how to say it? I remember from the last episode we found a letter that Dr. Aykroyd, I think it was, wanted to tell Dr... What's the name of the director? Can't remember now, but he wanted to talk to the director about the nurse. So yeah, I wanna see this thing.
Nurse Brannigan has been recently accused of neglecting her professional duties. Tell me what you really think about it.
This kind of protest is nothing but elitist bullshit. I trust Nurse Brannigan with my life. She has what it takes to be a great doctor.
Do you really think she could be the next Elizabeth Blackwell?
Believe me, Dr. Reid, a time will come when skill and skill alone will determine who can be a physician and who cannot.
That is good, because in the end, people want to get healed and save lives. Now, where is the nurse? I want to talk to the nurse. I should talk to the doctor as well.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. Let's
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
talk to her again.
Good evening, Nurse
There we go.
Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Let's see if we can actually ask her about it.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Now, what about unprofessional conduct? I'm not sure about this, if this is good or bad. I suppose we just want more information. I hope it's not gonna screw us up though.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Well, you do have my support. I think we don't really care about that. We want doctors that can actually heal and have a good judgment when it counts, so...
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay. Well, let's have a look 1 second at the map. Because I'm not sure exactly what we can or we can't explore. Like, if we go to Whitechapel, how far can we go before we are locked down? We explore all of Whitechapel? And West End? Yeah. This can take a while. I don't remember last time. I believe last time I tried to do the same. Just explore as much as I could before going on with the main story. And there were plenty of new citizens that we saw last time. So where are we going from? I think we'll cross around here, and then we could cross these gates. And there were a few new citizens to talk to. Then I don't know, Western dogs, North dogs. Guess we'll see how much we can actually explore. And interestingly enough, there are no vampire hunters around. Huh. That is kind of weird. Pleasant, I gotta say. It's nice to be able to actually go from one place to another without having to fight to the death. Yeah, I'm not sure why they are not around. Welcome change, though. There's still skals around here. Yeah, there are still skals. So we can come from here or straight from here. Perhaps to warm up, let's get a little fight. Okay. Oh, wow. My health. I didn't see my health. Because I haven't played for a while, so I need to warm up. Blood, by the looks of it. Oh shit. Okay. Just wanted to warm up a little bit, but man, these guys hit hard. And we got enough experience to actually buy the power that I wanted to buy the last time, the Bloodlands. Okay, and there's a couple of them as well here. I think there were 3. Well, there's 2 there at least. Let's start by taking this one down. Come on. Wow. Damn. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be really careful with this one. Is that the same old... Right, I suppose we are still in the same night. Maybe that's why I didn't see anybody from the hunters. I'm not sure. But I think... Is that a train? It might have been. I think I'm gonna have a talk with the citizens around here. Actually.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reid. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions. Or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Fishburne. I'm not sure if I have heard already his surname. But let's talk a little bit about this part of town.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
No one deserves your leniency?
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
Tom might be the bartender.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Bang. Wow. What is your role around here?
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
It is hard to be a good son.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
There's something bothering you.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Necklace. Hey. Well, I know I found a watch, but I don't remember for whom. There's nothing else that we can
Goodbye,
ask him
Mr.
about.
Fishburne.
Let's see. Okay, this is the investigations for the dog. And this is the dogs. With plenty of citizens to find. Simple token of filial love. Enid Gilligan, this might be another body murder. Choose what to do with Jack Gilligan's watch. Right, okay, well. Let's start with this one. And it seems we have already succeeded in saving the Archer Woodbeat.
To every night, a darkness, and every dawn, another death.
Who would you be?
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
Hey, let's ask some basic questions about this part of town.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
And why would they avoid you?
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Okay, so I suppose he is a beggar, and the other guy was talking about kind of like him, beggars.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Well, have you heard any recent humors?
What do people
Rumors.
say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Communist. Alright, I suppose that's another gang.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
It is a bit tragic, it is.
This city has abandoned so many of its children. It's tragic.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
Right, so Stella Fishburne, that's the mother of the guy that we talked to before.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
All these whispers of monsters got folk gossiping and scared. It's people they should fear. Flesh and blood.
Okay.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reid. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Mesmerize level 2, alright, to have her invite us.
I'll leave you then. Good night.
Right, because I believe this game is using the lore that if a vampire is not invited, then you can't enter.
It's locked, all right.
Okay, so where exactly are we now? You're going round. Remember there were some people talking around here last time. I think it was this area. Could go that way over to the western docks. Oh, okay. I suppose until here is all gonna be the docks. Western, north, and then, yeah. It's gonna be kind of a big part of town. Oh. 10 shillings. How did I miss that? Alright, so in this part of town we have him. Then the boy over there and the lady in the house. We go over here. This is the bar. I don't see anybody around here. Actually, the people that I saw talking, I believe they were near the bar, so over on that direction. And is there anybody near the actual bar? Same ones as last time.
I didn't deserve this.
So few clients. What with the epidemic, no
Why?
one dares go outside.
Let's see if there's anything new.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reid, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Yeah, I bet we look a lot better now than last time. We ask this.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
Well, I suppose that maybe we didn't have these ones last time.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
So you're something of a figurehead?
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Right, well, is there anything I can do?
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. And with the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Alright. Warehouse key. We'll get some gin for these poor thirsty souls.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Alright. Huh. Sabrina seems really fond of you.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Sabrina
Goodbye,
is...
Mr. Watts.
Sabrina is this girl, I believe.
I should have offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or
Evening,
not,
miss.
he's just
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
Alright, well, she seems to be more open this time, so let's keep on asking.
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
So no one feels safe?
So you and your friends all feel in danger? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But he's not like everybody else.
Right, well, can we talk about this pub?
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory?
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Mr. Hampton, I'm not sure if he was the one that looked like a priest. So, where are you from?
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
I don't judge someone on her skin color.
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Well, sorry if I have worried you.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Nosy. I guess we are. How about your true feelings for your boss?
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who is mocking you?
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Alright, perhaps in the future we can learn something else.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Play love matchmaker.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Right. So, what do you do for a living?
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
I drink so much.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Right, so he drinks all day. Anything you like about this district?
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice?
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Alright, go on.
Alright. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it, and now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
And another investigation. Well, is there anything you like about this district?
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing?
Can we do?
I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Ah, okay. Because we can ask, why are you so cynical?
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
And then if we ask this, it's the same thing again?
No reason at all.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
Or what?
It was...
I've lost...
It's okay.
Alright.
So you must have had dreams when younger.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Were you an idealist then?
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reid.
Tyson was an impassioned and radical anarchist when younger. We have learned something about him. He is suffering from fatigue. In the future, I'm gonna have to start doing a lot of medicine to come and heal the different citizens in the districts. Is the world that bad?
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Right. Can you tell me about your anarchistic you?
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
You still see your comrades?
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Right, well, we have asked everything that we could.
Mr. Delaney.
Getting plenty of investigations to do.
I hope I live long enough to see them.
Over here is where... Oh, Dr. Swansea was the name. There we go. Over here is where Dr. Swansea was last time. Didn't really get to explore up here.
It's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Oh, wow. This is Tom's room then. As we are robbing him blind. Need everything that we can get. Where does this door?
It's locked.
It's locked. Okay. Okay, we have a lady here and someone else over there.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reid. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Alright, so we can buy stuff from her as well. Well, let's ask some basic questions first. So tell me about your work.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
Well, that's depend of the work.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
Alright, if I say that, then... Well, I am interested depending on what the work would be. Ready?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman.
Okay.
Gang member.
If you're...
Alright, so about this part of town?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Are you thinking of somebody in particular?
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Another investigation. Well, is it not a little bit excessive?
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
Well, I can see why they got married. Still use your husband's name.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
You never paid him a visit at the Pembroke Hospital, did you?
And I don't intend to. In Clay's case, I'm not against a medical mistake or a little help from the Spanish flu.
Right. Got a lot of love between these two.
What can you...
I'm a
gang member...
If you're in...
Wanted to hear about the war, but I guess...
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Booth? Digby. Alright, so we got some new hints. I guess that we do have to ask every single question from everybody. Even if it seems a little bit strange.
I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
Alright, well, I suppose the... buy bullets. Not sure if I want to buy bullets. But I suppose the merchants are good to also buy ingredients to be able to upgrade your equipment.
She's got no idea who she's dealing.
Someone's playing a right strange game. And I'm gonna find out who.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reid, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Alright, tough guy. So are you a vigilante?
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So are you a concerned criminal?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
Alright. What is your gang?
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
But the Wet Boot Boys, aren't they answering to Clay Cox?
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Booth and Edwina Cox have recently killed a man in retaliation. Booth may be in love with Edwina Cox, but she is the true leader of the gang. Right. Okay, so we have asked everything here. Let's learn a little bit more about the man that they killed.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
I'm not sure of the "you are wrong" where he will go. Yes, are you that heartless?
Are you so heartless that you could pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
Right. It's not. Yep. Nothing else.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Wow. What a pair. So now we are. I believe we have explored everything, and this door will take us over here. So perhaps we can go break a little bit of the talking and get a little bit of action. I don't know, I don't mind having an episode that is full of talking or an episode that is full of action. I normally like to mix it up a little bit, but I guess, you know, you guys can let me know what your preference is. Another body murder. Choose what to do with Jack Gilligan's watch. Alright, so for that we have to go here. Yeah, for that we have to go here. What about if I wanted to do this one? Wanted to do that one, that would be over here. Alright, so I have to go over there anyways. If you could cross, right. That, yeah, that's a skull. Oh shit. I can hear screaming, and that it's reminding me of the other one. The one that was freaking hard. Oh shit. Wanted to drink. Well, you're dead now. That's gonna be another insane strong skull. Orthodox. Okay, I suppose I can check out this part, see how far I can get. I can go and try to take care of the skulls. Finsbury Gate.
Watch yourself!
Shit.
There's one of them!
Okay. It's not skulls, it's these guys. Nice.
He's dead!
Ooh. these guys keep using fire.
Christ! He's dead!
Yeah, he is. I feel a little bit like the monster of the movie. Right. I would really like to get some bullets. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna be an option. So, where exactly am I? It's like a gray area. Alright, well, don't want to be here. I want to finish exploring the docks. I want to go into a new area. Otherwise, I'll start to get all over the place. I like normally to go focus one area down and then the other one, the other one. Ah, more money. Who the hell leaves all these coins laying around? I don't know, but thank you. Okay, we are back on the North Docks. So that's the skull that was screaming probably, and it should be more or less locked down here. But it looks like that's the way to go. Oh shit, there's a lot of you. And you dodge my power. Ouch. Okay, this one I totally beat it into submission. That's going to be the way to go. Doesn't seem like you're particularly... Ah, damn it. I was going to say, it doesn't seem like you're particularly strong, but you can see 3 hits and I'm almost dead. You have seen it coming. Stamina though. I think I'm dodging too much. I really need to get the hang of combat a little bit more. I'm getting a good number of things. If I find another refuge, I think I'll try and see if I can upgrade my weapons a little bit more. Maybe my pistol. Not sure if I have bullets. I shouldn't have. But then I really don't understand what refill all means. Unless, you know, you have more bullets than you can carry and you press refill all, so you leave your extra bullets in the place. I don't know. Door has been unlocked. Okay, there's a skull. Is this where yeah, this is where I fought. There's another one over there. Okay. There's actually a good number of them. Alright, okay. Nice. What? Okay, one is dead. Other one is dead. Ow! Good gas. Finally. Finally. Shit. Ouch. Okay. So, this door is locked. Over here, I can enter here. How do I unlock that door? I do it from this side. I do. Where exactly am I though? Where the hell am I? Okay, I'm gonna keep going this way until West End. That's the good thing is, you know, the more you explore, or things you can find. Oh, bullets, finally. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to actually see the containers that are glowing. Okay, in here. Right, so this is the way
It's locked.
to go into West End, and I suppose unless you can enter from here, then West End is locked for us at this point. So that already allows me at least to know what, you know, where I can go, where I can't, get a sense of what we can do, basically. That is what I'm trying to say. To get a sense of the map, what is open for us, what it's locked. Then I can be sure to make every side quest before I actually continue. There's a skull in there. There is a skull in there, and I will enter that side, I suppose. Okay, this door has been unlocked. I don't remember this part of town. I know I came... Oh, right. I came from this side. Good. I like this stick. Pretty good. Alright, we went from there. And I know where I am now. Shit. That didn't do a whole lot of damage. It's a quarter. Okay. All right. So we are now around here. The gene is down here. Get new powers though. Do I need to have a day pass? Not sure. I want the blood spear, because that can help against some enemies. Right, and now we have 225. 600. And 300 for this. We can't really do much else. What is the number of bullets you can carry? Yeah, that's 300 as well. Okay. The following night. Right, so I suppose that you do... I don't know though, is there a time limit for some things? I don't know. Okay, I can't do this one. How about the pistol? Pistol I can. Proof firing rate or increased shock. Add 5 stun points when projectiles reach their target. Increase the rate of fire by 20%. I don't know. I think it shoots already pretty fast. Stun points work really well with my way of. Here we can get more damage and decrease the reloading time. Alright, let's add some stun. Then, do we have enough bullets? We do. So let's have a look at this thing. Heal all. I have no clue how that works. I'm gonna keep on with my stake for now. Okay, there's another citizen.
It's locked, all right.
Can't get in there from here. Oh shit. Okay, there's one up with fire. Damn it. Can I get up there? From here? No, I can't. Ouch. Did a lot of blood. Okay. Let's try this new power. Oh, that was cool. That is cool. Okay. Okay, so there's one upstairs that was using a crossbow with fire. We need to take care of him. And there's another one here. Ouch! Right, next one. Can we actually... Did he come down to us? What? I'm not sure. Oh!
There's one of them birds.
Alright, all of them dead. Plus 5 XP, yeah. Grinding these ones out to get stronger will take ages. And here we have... Well, yeah, they are not very strong, so I understand why. The hell was that? I understand why they aren't really giving me a whole lot. But you can see if I get careless, I still take plenty of damage. This way to the gin should be. And is this the door? Didn't open before.
It's locked.
Okay, it is not. This one is locked as well. And once I get the gin, I can just cross, I believe, the bar. Yeah, the bar should be this one. Alright, so it was really near. I just wanted to explore a little bit, but it was really, really near. I'm gonna guess that it's on the second floor. We have unlocked this one. Let's have a look around here before we actually go there. About anything that I can... Coins? Shillings! Always good. Wonderful.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Choose what to tell Tom Watts. Bring back the gin bottles to Tom, or lie to Tom and keep the gin bottles. Well, why? I want to keep the gin for myself. That's the main thing. Where is the gin and why would I want it to keep for myself? Not this one. I'm pretty sure that I saw 7. I'm not sure. Anyways, we did tell him that we would bring the gin, so... I like to think that Jonathan is a man of his word. Newspaper article. Youth arrested for attempted murder. Last night, a young man named Tom Watts was arrested by the police for attempted murder in the renowned restaurant The Silver Bell on Percival Street. The suspect was spotted standing in front of the restaurant, pointing a gun at customers for about 1 minute without firing. Two witnesses promptly reported his behavior. Watts was arrested without incident, but refused to give any explanation for his actions and only gave his name. His gun was loaded, confirmed the policeman who answered our questions. It is likely that Watts will feel the full force of His Majesty's courts for his transgression. The young man shall be jailed for a few years at least. We learned something new about Tom. At least when he was a young man. Tom is... Ah, okay. I thought it was a son. I wasn't sure. It's not a son. It's that they are sick. Don't know what her sickness is though. Tom, where are you? Oh, over here. Right, so Tom had been in jail for attempted murder, and Tom and William Bishop used to be good friends. William. Okay, we can get back to him. At least I got some simple combat and I get to complete one investigation. Who is this?
Wars never really end.
Who's this man?
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Okay. Well, it's good to see that he's alive and his eyebrows are not loaded.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
So are you missing the good old days?
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
I'm pretty sure that we are going to remember those words. Since we are vampire, we're gonna live for a very long time.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member?
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
Right. He used to be the leader. Do you have any stories about the dogs?
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Well, can you tell me about people from the old days?
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces?
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
Okay. That's interesting. Maybe... I suppose they don't know each other, but... I don't know. We can find the father figure. Who would you trust?
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout, if you catch my meaning.
Alright. Any strange or weird characters?
I'm sure a district as colorful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though, despite her ugliness. I saw her once.
Scared the life out of me.
Wonder if that was a vampire. Have you always been... Okay. Have you always been so bitter?
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
Things will be better in the future.
As a practitioner, I believe science will provide a new standard of welfare. It's just a matter of time.
I'd like to believe you, Doctor. But recently all science has been good for is mustard gas and machine guns.
But what about social progress? What about women getting the right to vote? Things can change for the better.
I've never voted, not once. And my wife, God rest her soul, she was too busy taking care of the kids to vote.
Okay, can you tell me about the Wet Boot Boys?
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Alright, tell me about the Guard of Priwen.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Why did your son really join Priwen?
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
But why did he join?
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
Did he give any explanation?
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reid. But I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
Okay.
Goodbye, sir.
Has Andrew died, though? I'm not sure about that. Don't think I have found anything to let me know if he did or not. Alright, well, we can give Tom his gene.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
I suppose we are going to
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
ask again. And I hate when...
Should have offered a drink to the boy.
I hate when, you know, doesn't look right.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Alright, so your warehouse wasn't empty. Can ask a few things here.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Will the docks always be dangerous?
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
It's not dangerous to stay here?
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reid. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Okay, we got two more hints. Don't really care about, you know, the hints for the XP, but I like to get to know more about everybody. So, your arrest for attempted murder?
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
Are your customers aware of your past?
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Oh, that is good.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
All right.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time. A proud, wet boot boy.
Okay. Why did you join the gang?
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
You were ordered to kill?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
Not sure about empathize with him. Did you realize how sad you were?
You've had a sad, violent, and lonely life, with no joy to speak of. You realized that you were living with nothing but sadness.
No, not really. I had friends and happiness in my life. It was more about just being pleased for the guy.
Ah, okay. I did empathize. About Sabrina's fear.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Fine. Well, I believe it's time to give him the gym. We have asked many things of him already.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reid, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Tom prefers to avoid the law and its enforcers. Alright, there's another one. And here is your booze.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
And we got 50 shillings. Not enough money.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
I've never even been to India.
Alright.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve one.
Let's have a...
There's gotta be something.
You're still working at this hour?
Let's talk with Sabrina.
That's what I call dedication.
Were you aware of Tom's past incarceration?
That's the first thing he told me when he offered me the job. He didn't want me hearing about his past from anyone else.
Did it surprise you to find out about it?
Not really. I was already aware of his reputation before I met him. That's why I came to the Turtle in the first place.
Most people would have run away because of that.
Not me. I thought a man like him could give me stability, you know? At least to some degree. And I wasn't mistaken.
Right.
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the truth. Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reid. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Okay. You really gotta ask every single thing that you can if you wanna get as much information from everyone as you can. Even if sometimes questions seem a little bit weird. He's got a cold. He's got anemia. Cold, anemia, and fatigue. Let's see if we can do something. Anemia, we can't. Somebody... Okay, cold, we can. And then anemia... No, fatigue. I can't do anemia right now. Can't do fatigue. Huh. Actually gives me plenty of experience. Bring the medicine to Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. 22. Let's see. Tyson Daly, fatigue. See if we can help him get rid of his fatigue.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
Alright, diseases. Press E to check the medical status of the citizen. Killing a citizen will increase his blood quality and will reward you with XP. The health status of the district will also improve.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Right.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
So he is recovering now.
Goodbye,
Alright.
Mr. Delaney.
Alright, sure. Doesn't give you a lot of experience, but I like being a doctor. Anemia, cold. We made one for a cold. Yeah, for cold, okay. Where was he though? I think he was on the other side. I don't remember. No, he was near the doors. Around here he was last time. There he is.
Good evening, Mr. Fishman.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
Alright, well.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reid? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Well, do we gain his trust to ask more things? Doesn't seem like it.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
But if the health of the district improves, I'm happy with that. Yeah, he's recovering. He is recovering. Then we don't know about Enid Gilligan. Still a good number of people we don't know about. Into the North Docks, alright, so they have to be on the Western Docks, because we have been here, and we have been here. Yes, we can check next time around here. And then, yeah, anemia, we can't really do anything about that right now. We'll find more ingredients and deal with it. Do we have to do anything in the Pembroke Hospital, is there? So we got the dogs. The Pembroke Hospital, we have fatigue and fatigue. Have to create 3 fatigues. And there's also 2 other citizens that we haven't met. Whitechapel. The West End is stable, Whitechapel is serious. I suppose we should head over to Whitechapel as soon as possible as well. We gotta... Yeah, we have our hands full with how many things we have to do. And that's the thing, I don't know exactly if sleeping and making days pass will affect the health of the different you know, places. So I suppose I should try to do as much as possible without going to sleep. Anyways, I think this is a good point to leave the video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Next time we can finish exploring the docks and finding those other citizens. Perhaps finish a few more investigations, and we'll see as we go, slowly. Anyways, if you are enjoying the content, you can like, subscribe, leave down a comment with your thoughts. All those are ways to help the channel grow, and I like to see your comments down with any questions or any thoughts that you might have on how the playthrough is going. And I want to thank you all for spending some time to watch the videos. I hope to see you on the next one. Till then, all have a great day.